guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be doing a book tag, and I haven't done a book tag in a really long time, so I'm really excited to film this one for you guys. And today I'm going to be doing the selection book tag, and there are 8 questions in this book tag, and I have so many great answers because this book tag was practically made for me, I feel. I'm not quite sure who made the original video, but I will link not just the video that is the original, but the video that I saw which inspired me to do this, because you should go check both of them out because they're really great. But yes, without further ado, let's get on with the questions. Question 1. What royal character from a book would you like as a role model? I'm kind of cheating a little bit on this because I don't really know that many royal characters. I mean, I do, but they're all like Queen Lavarna and characters that you just would not want as your monarch. So I'm thinking back on the same roots as I always do, which is Harry Potter, and I am saying that I would like to have Dumbledore as my role model, because imagine if we had Dumbledore as our king. That would just be amazing. Do you even understand? I know that he's not royal. Oh, I missed the first book. He's just so perfect, and he would be such a good ruler, I feel, and it would just, yeah, it would make the whole world a much better place if Dumbledore was our ruler, because he's just so calm but so decisive, and he knows exactly what the best is for everybody, and he's a lovely person. And I'd love to have Dumbledore on a pound note or a dollar bill or whatever. How cool would that be? I think that'd be really, really cool. So yeah, that's my answer for question 1. Question 2. This question was completely made for me. What book character would you like to play in a movie adaptation of the film? And there is no shadow of a doubt that the book character I would love to portray in a film, and I always think about this. I think about this every day. I think about it on the way to school, when I'm strutting up to school. I think about it when I'm feeling a bit like, oh, I'm feeling powerful today. I think about it literally all the time. When I wake up in the morning, I would love to be her in a film, in real life, whatever. And that, of course, is Miss Celaena Sardothien. How could you not want to be her? She's just so fabulously powerful that, yes, I want to be her. And I know she's got loads of troubles in her life, but I haven't read the 4th one, so don't tell me yet. Or the 5th one, which has just come out, called Empire of Storms, which I need to read because it makes me feel bad that I haven't read this one. She is so powerful and so perfectly... Oh, she just makes me proud to be a girl. And yes, I actually really, really want to go read this book right now, but I can't because I'm reading like 6 at the same time. But if you don't know who Celaena Sardothien is, she, from the first book, Throne of Glass... Oh my gosh. First book, Throne of Glass, there's something on it. Book struggles. She is an assassin from Endovia. Is that really? You just looking back and seeing how far she's come from this book to this book is actually insane. And you just need to read this series if you haven't read it already. But most of you should have, because it's like the best series ever. Question 3. Educators. What book would you put on a school reading list? Okay, I have 2 answers for this, and they're probably both already on school reading lists, but I've got little stories behind each one. So the first book that I chose was The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and I think this is probably on a reading list for schools in America, but I know it's definitely wasn't on the reading list when I did my GCSE English, and I think that this would be just such a cool book to study because it's really current and modern, and it deals with loads of things that people can relate to, and I feel that people would love to study this more, especially people who don't like English literature. They would love to read and study this more than they would Of Mice and Men or To Kill a Mockingbird. Not that those are bad books, I love them both, but do you understand that this one is just so relatable, and it's so much easier to write about, and you could read it really, really quickly, and it would just make you laugh, and it would be just such a great time to talk about. Why not? I mean, like, it's so like I said, it's really current and really modern and popular. Great for those who don't like reading. I think that's one of the main things about this. And the other book that I chose for the reading list is actually, and it was actually on the reading list for my GCSE English, but unfortunately we nearly picked it, but chose something I didn't want to do instead, which I'm not bitter about. But if it was me, I would have loved to have done this, and I wish that it would be more widely studied, because it is so worth it, and it's especially worth it for people, for classes who are really interested in literature and really interested in subtext and all those kinds of things. And that is Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. I read this book and I hated it, and then I read it again and I loved it, because you just learn so much about everything that's going on, and it hits you so hard when, like, there's a point in the book, I think it's about there, and it hits you what's going on, and it's just so poignant and so fragile, the whole community in there, and it's just so beautifully written, and the characters are understandable, they're not brick walls, but yet the story is like a brick wall, and then when you get through it, it's so shocking what is going on, and it's just well worth the read. I wouldn't suggest this for people who wanted to do English, who didn't want to do English literature, but for those who do, I think that this would just be a really, really good read, and I highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't read it and is interested in either Kazuo Ishiguro or modern classics, because this is so, so good. Question 4, Jewelers. What piece of jewellery from a book would you like to own? And this is so obvious, and for certain people watching this video, they will already know what piece of jewellery it is that I want from a book, and they're probably shouting it at the screen right now. But it is, I almost bought myself one on holiday, but unfortunately I ran out of money, and so I've been saving since to get myself a time turner from Harry Potter. Yes, again, I'm back with Harry Potter, but it is just, when you're such a big fan like I am, it's hard not to want a time turner, because it's a time turner, and oh my days, how amazing would that be? I would wear it every day, and I would love it, and it would just be my little nerdy thing that I'd have, and I would, it's so pretty, and I want one. Comment down below what your jewellery would be. I'd be really interested to know that one. That is the one that's interesting me most. Mine would definitely be a time turner from Harry Potter, and I'm so close to getting one, and I will let you know as soon as I do, because it's just beautiful. Question 5. Choose 3 songs that match 3 books. Okay, the first song I picked was Starving by Hailee Steinfeld, and I picked this for The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, because it's more about the relationship of Mara and Noah, and how that relates to the song, and I think that's really cool. One of my favourite songs in the entire world, Alive by Sia, is I've picked for The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson, because not only are they my favourite book and my favourite song, but I think that it's all about understanding who you are and being so proud of it that you just want to scream, and that is exactly what this book is all about. I don't know if this is bad, the third one that I picked, but I picked Perfect Illusion by Lady Gaga, and I picked that for The Fault in Our Stars, because there's a point in this book, especially when I read it, where you think that everything is okay and it's so great, and then when the thing happens, I didn't even know it was coming, and it just broke that illusion. And I remember reading this, and when the thing happened, I screamed and I threw this book across the room, and I think I disturbed one of my mum's lessons, because she teaches here. But I didn't even care, because I was so distraught and I had no idea that was coming, and it completely shocked me. So yes, Perfect Illusion by Lady Gaga. Question 6. What book from a cover would you have your seamstress make for your coronation? Obviously, I'm just going to go with the generic answer that everybody picks for this question, because why not? It is stunning, and that is the dress from One by Kiera Cass. I mean, if you've not actually seen this dress, it is stunning, and all of the books, all of the covers on here have stunning covers. I think the Air is actually a lot prettier than this, but I don't actually have a physical copy, or an ebook copy, why am I saying that? I'm really excited to actually dive into this, thinking about it now, but that's coming soon. Once I finished Harry Potter, I'm moving on to another series, and then starting this one. So not too long to go now before I read this. I'm very excited too. But I would definitely love to wear this dress. I'd love to be her and just get to model all these dresses, because they are all of them are stunning, and they get prettier with every single book. So I would have this one made for me. Question 7. What book would you give your gardener as inspiration for the castle grounds? This one, I think they mean cover for this question. So what I did was I picked quite a weird book cover, but it's one of my favourite book covers ever, and I think that it would be really, really cool if you could translate this into a garden, and that is We Are All Made of Molecules by Susan Nielsen. I remember reading this in one night, New Year's Eve, and I just read it from 12 until 4 and I didn't stop, and it was one of the best contemporary books I've ever read. But not just that, it's the cover, like everything about it is absolutely gorgeous, and I would love to have this translated into my garden, although it seems pretty impossible. But I'd like to try, I think it would be really cool. And finally, question 8. Which book character would you help run away from home? And I picked quite an obvious one for me, I think, and that is Eleanor from Eleanor and Park. It's been so long since I read this, but I remember that while I was reading it, I was like, oh my god, she has to leave, I have to get her out of this, I have to, because it's just so sad, the predicament that she's stuck in, and I think Park is her only escape. But when the ending happens, I do feel a bit better, but then I'm also like, oh my god, what happened? I just remembered that I would love to help her escape, and I would love to run away with her. She's just so lovely, so I think that I could bring her out of her shell a little bit as a friend, and so that I could bring her into the world a little bit more, because she deserves to not be under an abusive household anymore, because she's worth so much more than that. But yes, highly recommend this one as well. If you guys haven't read it, it's so good. Highly recommend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to do this tag. I tag everyone and anyone. And yeah, please let me know down below any videos you'd like me to make in the future, and any answers to these questions you think are really cool and you'd like to share. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. Comment down below saying hi, and I will see you guys super soon in another video. Bye!